Hello and welcome to CIS 3230 Game Design and 3D Modeling. My name is Tom Gibbons. I have been teaching this course for many years and I really enjoy it. I've also been teaching at St. Scholastica for over 20 years. This course is run a little different than others you may have had, so I'm going to give you a short introduction. I've done some research on trying to motivate students and work with student success. And so I've incorporated some different learning techniques into this course. So you've probably already been to the Getting Started area, and you probably clicked on the course syllabus and opened that up. So this course syllabus has my contact information, including my email and my cell phone number, which you can text or call. Generally, I'm in my office from 8 till 4. And then weekends and evenings, I'm generally at home and up until about 10 p.m. So feel free to email or text or call me then. Particularly evenings or weekends, if you can text, that's probably the easiest and best way to get a hold of me. Otherwise, again, calling or emailing works also. Now let's talk about, you might want to read through this and the basic setup of this course. I'm going to walk you through some of it and show you how it's different than other courses. So I've divided the activities that are required for game design into four different tracks. So if you look under learning tracks here, you'll see four different tracks. There's industry track, the designer track, programming track, and the modeling track for 3D modeling. In each of these tracks, there are activities that you can do. You've got to do activities in all four tracks, but you can choose to do more activities in one track than another. And we'll talk about how that will relate to your grade as we go through. So let's look at one of these. I'm going to go into the designer track. And inside the designer track, there are four different levels. In each level, there are different activities. So here are the level 1 activities. There's a whole bunch of different assignments or activities under level 1. And under level 2, there are more activities. These are more challenging and will require a little bit more work. But these are worth twice as many points as the level 1 activity. So when you start, you have to start by doing level 1 activities. And once you complete 40 points of level 1 activities, you can move on to level 2. If you look at your syllabus here, it shows that from level 1 you need 40 points to go on to level 2. So if you do 4 assignments and you get all 10 points on each, then you'll be at level 2. If you don't get 10 points on all the assignments, you may have to do 5 assignments to get up to level 2. Now once you've reached level 2, you can begin doing the level 2 activities, and those are worth 20 points each. And again, you need about 4 assignments in level 2 before you can reach level 3. So in each of these tracks here, industry, designer, programming, you'll do assignments every week and you'll move up to levels. So maybe you'll do a bunch of assignments in these two and go from level 1 to level 2 in these. And then maybe you do some in this the next week. And then the following week you go back and do some more of these. So you have some choice on where you want to spend your time and do your work. Now let's look at how you might figure out your final grade. So at the end of the term, we'll add up what level you are in each of the 4 activities. And we'll take that and look at this chart here. So if you get to level 12, if your total levels is 12, you get an A in the course. So there's 4 tracks. If you get to level 3 in all 4 areas, you'll get an A in the course. Let's look at some options here. So here's a typical option here. What I'm trying to do is show the 4 tracks here. This might be the design track here. This is maybe the programming. This might be the industry track, and this might be the modeling track. And this is for a balanced person who wants to do some of all tracks. So they're going to get to level 3 in all 4 tracks, and they're going to get a total of 12 when you add up all their levels, and that's going to be an A. And this just shows how many the assignments, each of those circle here is just an assignment. So the first week they do 2 assignments in this track and 2 assignments in this track and 1 assignment in this track. Next week they do 2 assignments here, and so now they've done 4 assignments, so now they've moved up to a new level. And again, maybe they do an assignment in this track or this track. So again, sometimes they won't do any assignments in one track, and sometimes they'll do 1, sometimes they'll do 2 assignments in the different tracks. Now later on, the assignments get harder, so they're doing less assignments. So here, the last couple weeks, they're only doing 3 assignments because these are more challenging assignments they're working on. Now this is a balanced person who reaches level 3 in all 4 tracks, but you could just as well, maybe there's some track that you really like. You'll do lots of assignments there and you'll reach level 4 in that track. And maybe there's some other track you don't like that much. You only do maybe 5 assignments here. You only reach level 2 in that track. So you can still do that, still get, if we add up the 4, your level 4 and 1, level 3, level 3, level 2. If we add those all up, you'll get 12. And again, a 12 is an A as we go. So again, we'll review this as the semester goes through and you learn more about it. It probably seems confusing at first, but once you get into the course, it should be clearer. So we have these learning tracks and stuff. Now let's go into weekly activities. So each week you have choices. So there's not a set assignment you have to do each week. So there's a suggested checklist. So the first week we suggest that you do a couple 1 to 3 assignments or tasks in the designer track. You'll be at level 1, so these will go relatively quickly. Same here, you'll do 1 to 3 assignments or tasks in the programming track. Similarly here, in the industry track, you'll do those. It gets you started as we go. And then finally, there's this bonus activities. There are some activities you can do every week to earn some bonuses. And we'll talk more about bonuses and how you can use those to apply to any track later on. But things you can do for bonuses: ask me a question, text me, email me, whatever, get in contact with me. A lot of students with online courses may wait weeks before they ask me some question. So I just want to encourage you the first week to think of any sort of question to ask me and let me know and get in contact with me. Also, there's a discussion area here. You'll get bonus points if you post your student profile here. And there's also this course question and answer area. So you can post questions here and post answers, answer other students' questions, and you'll get bonus points for doing that. So a quick return back to this weekly activities and some highlights of how this course is a little different than you want. So you can choose what assignments you want to do every week and throughout the course. And you can choose when you do assignments. Now there's some danger in that of you procrastinating this and not doing assignments every week. I will try to keep on you and remind you to do assignments. Now you can also redo assignments. If you do an assignment, turn it in, and don't get full points, you can redo that assignment. You can redo assignments as many times as you want to get full credit. So you can always redo assignments. So even if you're working on assignments, get stuck, feel free just to turn in what you have, and as an assignment, I'll look through it, grade it, and give you some feedback of what else you need. So you can redo any assignment and resubmit them as you go. Now I realize some of you are going to be interested in becoming game designers. It's a very challenging field to get into, and this course is not going to get you a job in the game design industry, but it'll serve as a good starting point for that. We have had students who've taken this course and gone on to become game designers, but it's a very competitive field. It's kind of like becoming an actor or becoming a athlete, professional athlete. A lot of people want to do it. Only a few people do it. You need to be practicing and doing this over and over again while you're learning, and you need to be working very hard to get into this field. I also know a number of you are just going to like game design. Game design is just fun to do. I just enjoy doing it. So some of you are just going to be want to do that and learn how to build games because it's just cool to do. I know a lot of students who just like to build games on the weekends or as a hobby and stuff like that. And this is a great course for learning how to do that. Now, I also know some of you are not interested in game design at all, but you need to take this course. But realize that there is a lot of carryover between the different learning tracks and activities you want to do and different requirements in the industry. So, for example, an industry track, you may have to, one of the activities is to join LinkedIn or to join Twitter. Now, if you're not doing either of these, both of these are great resources for staying involved in the IT field, be it finding jobs or career paths, or just keeping abreast with the current news and information and networking connections with that. So again, similarly, programming, there's a lot of programming stuff that if you want to do more programming, it doesn't matter if you're learning to do game design or not, learning static variables and really understanding what's the difference between a static variable and non-static variable is helpful here. Similarly, there's things you do in modeling or designer areas that will help you carry over into your other fields. So, whether or not you want to become a game designer or are just taking this course because it should be a lot of fun, I look forward to having you in the course and hope you enjoy it.